Like, this video is living proof of the title, Stop Giving a Shit About Other People's Opinions. They don't help you. In fact, I think if anything, they hinder your growth towards your goals. Like, it gets to a point where we're almost held hostage to other people's opinions. And in this video, I will break down why. So for example, you want to start a YouTube channel, but you're worried what your 3 friends will think and they might laugh at you either to your face or behind your back. Maybe you just want to post an idea on LinkedIn, but you're scared that your old boss will see it and they'll take the piss out of you. And maybe it's just something as simple as you want to go into the gym and lift some weights, but you're worried about what others will think about you if you're doing it wrong, if you're overweight, if you're underweight, if you can't lift as much as the other people. But here's the truth. No one actually gives that much of a shit about you. They're too worried about themselves. And here's a funny little reframe for you. While you're obsessing over what that person thinks about your content, they're also doing the same. They're also obsessing over what someone else thinks about their content. All of us are guilty of it, or at least have been guilty of it. And stuck in that loop of thinking everyone's judging you, that loop is what kills your growth. Every successful person you admire, all the way from like Marcus Aurelius or to one of my favorites, Alex Hormozy, they all had to go through this and they all had to break the loop. Marcus Aurelius once wrote to himself in Meditations, "Stop worrying about your reputation. Your time is short." And Hormozy will just say something bluntly like, if you let other people steer your decisions, you'll live their life and not yours. And here's what I've learned from my own journey, right, that I had to overcome. Sending fucking looms, going from like overthinking the hell out of it and just realizing like, instead of just posting a 3-minute loom, just post a 1-minute loom. Just pick out one thing that can help someone and send it, right? Same with my content. I spent 2 fucking weeks editing a reel, thinking like, yeah, this is gonna bang, this is gonna get me loads of followers. It got 200 views, bro. 200. And I found what makes that even more insulting is Instagram, to try and incentivize people to post more, literally gives everyone like pretty much 200 views, where it'll literally just like throw it in front of people, but like, does anyone watch it? And if no one watches it, it's like after 200, it's like dead. We're not going to show this to anyone. So yeah, that fucking sucked. But like Jocko Willink said, good. Why? Because it taught me that you can spend all this time. I must have spent like 10 hours total over 2 weeks for one fucking video, just for it to not be shown. I realized, oh, it's a fucking waste of time. Not posting videos, but spending that much time on like clearly just no one gives a shit. It's actually like, there's way more to it. Your hooks, and I'm not gonna say any more than that. Get your hooks right first. That's what I'm trying to work on. So I stripped everything down. I just said, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm willing to look so ugly on camera, even recording this. It's like, what, fucking 12 at night? I'm recording this in my fucking kitchen. The dishwasher was just on. I'm like having to whisper it weirdly so I don't wake anyone up. But I don't care, because I'm not waiting for perfect conditions. Like, if you wait for perfect, it's never gonna come, because what the fuck does perfect even mean, right? And I came up with this phrase, I think it was in the last video. It's actually a banger, and I wish I'd have like come up with it earlier. And it was sort of like you can hear it in my voice, I'm fucking ill as well. I pray for these kind of days now, where it's like, I hope some shit that's bad happens. Because then it means like, anytime I still commit to doing the work that I need to do, it's worth so much more. And I'll tell you why, because it shows that it's like training with ankle weights. And you know, like in the fucking animes, I've never seen it, but it's like, you train with ankle weights, when you take them off, you run normally, you're so much quicker. And it's the same with this. It's like, while you're shit and you feel beat down and you're ill, if you still do what you need to do, when you were eventually healthy, you were like, fuck, this is so much easier. I can get even more work done. I don't feel like head fucked. I can type faster. But this is the bit I added, and I was like, fuck. If when you get to these quote unquote perfect like positions or situations after you've been ill, because you just stumble across it, you're like, not only do I feel good, the environment's right. I'll give you an example, like no one's home, no one's making a noise, the internet's really good. It's like, fuck, if I've been doing work when I feel like shit, now I've got all this free reign. It's like double points in a video game. Fucking grab as much shit as you can do and do it, right? People don't view it like that. They wait for the perfect thing to start. I just said, fuck that. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna record videos every day. I don't give a shit. If you want something in life, don't expect it to come to you. Like, if you want big fucking muscles, no one can go to the gym for you. You have to go in there and lift some fucking iron. It's that simple. If you want to be really good at content, like I want to be, you have to fucking post content. If it takes 1,000 videos to get proficient in videos, not amazing, but proficient, I will do it. I don't give a shit. Same with looms. So that is what I've learned of like not giving a shit. I've already had opinions. I went from like getting 0 traction to now 2 people have already been like, what the fuck are you doing? You need to do this, you need to do that. And I look at their page and their content's also shit. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm not taking advice from you. You're not in a position that I want to be in. But the problem is with that hate, it just fuels you now. Once you've learned to just stop giving a shit about what people think, it goes from like, leave me alone, to just like, yeah, cool, then fill this show, bam, bam, bam. Right? Ridiculous. But again, you just have to not give a shit. If you want to get good at public speeches, how do you get better at public speeches? You just do public speeches. You have to accept that you will be shit at it. If you want to get really good at tennis, you have to accept that you'll hit it in the net, like straight into the net, like thousands of times. That's okay. It's part of getting better. So look, if you're holding back on something right now, posting, speaking, applying for a job, whatever the fuck it is, just ask yourself, whose opinion are you really scared of? Do they pay your bills? Do they live your life every second of the day? Do they actually care half as much as what you think? And if your answer's no, which it always is, then stop and just do the fucking thing anyway. Then stop thinking about what they're gonna say and just fucking do it anyway. The clock is ticking. You're running out of time. You don't have much time left in life. Even if you're only 20 years old, you've got about 3,000 weeks left if you live till 80. So make the fucking most of it. There's no do-overs. I hope this reaches the right person at the right time so they can actually see their potential is not limited by others' beliefs and actually their own fucking drive to do well and be successful. So if this landed, please make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as well if you want to see more behind the scenes. But yeah, that's it from me. Peace.